Morning, Will. Thanks for coming along on our Q&A session. I wanted to catch up because we had a really good meeting with our property brokers senior rural team earlier in the week, and it was, it occurred to us that actually not everybody's probably heard about this $1 billion fund that we've set up with StockCo Capital and targeting our dairy sector. And very welcome news for our dairy sector, I might add, and exactly what the market needs heading into the spring. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because it'd be great to catch up on it.
Yeah, sure can, Conrad. And look, thanks for having me along this morning and earlier in the week to your senior leaders team. But look, we're pretty excited about this $1 billion that we've been able to raise to support the dairy sector. And StockCo's got a long history, been around for 25 years on both sides of the Tasman, and supporting predominantly sheep and beef farmers to hold on to more stock or buy more stock or hold on to stock longer and make more money. And we realise that it's getting increasingly difficult for farmers to raise dairy farmers to raise capital, and thought the herd lease and their dairy herds might be a bona fide effective way for farmers to raise capital. So we set about getting a tax ruling on the dairy lease. We set about finding some funding, which we've been successful. And so we now have a lease available in the market for farmers to sell their herd to us. We lease it back to them. The repayments are tax deductible, and the funds can be used for all myriads of things, but probably for repaying debt, for potentially purchasing more farms, and carrying out development on the farm. So it's a pretty cost-effective way to raise capital.
As I understand it, well, the bank doesn't give you the full value of that livestock security. It's typically about 50%. So if I'm reading this right, if I repay the bank debt, it's still going to give me enough equity release to, as you say, look at the options, be it lying, ultimately I could be looking at selling down my herd and putting it towards a block of ground. But as I understand the lease, within 4 years, I'll probably own my herd back again, and I'm back to where I started, and I've got some extra ground or done the development that's been pending or hanging over me for a while without having to go to the bank for more borrowing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Conrad. We will extend or buy the cows at 100 cents on the dollar. So we'll pay whatever the market rate is for the cow, lease it back to the farmer for usually a 4-year term. Over that time, we will be repaid through the lease payment and a cull payment. We own the cull, and the farmer owns the replacement stock and the milk. So as you rightly said, over the course of the lease, the farmer will progressively own the herd and own it in full at the end of the term.
Oh, well, look, I think we could wrap it there and say, obviously, we're filming you from good old Kinloch, which is not a bad place to be as we head into the school holidays and all the rest of it. But I'm sure there are many other ways to catch up with you and StockCo Capital. So do you want to just chat about that? And we'll catch you again sometime soon, I hope.
Look, I think the best way to get in touch with us is to go to our website, www.stockcocapital.com. And it has a myriad of resources available, to get a better understanding of how the lease works and the benefits of it. So try our website.
Okay, well, thanks very much. All the best to you and your team and the team at StockCo Capital. And look, on behalf of the industry, thanks very much for a great initiative, and it's exactly what the industry needs at this time. So all the very best with it.
Thanks, Conrad.